Hello traders, it's me again. Welcome back to the channel. Glad you're here. So another mindset Monday or Tuesday or Wednesday, whenever this video comes out. So I just wanted to talk about something today. I wanted to speak about why a lot of traders don't make it. It's not that things are difficult. Trading is not. I've been trading for over 15 years. I've coached dozens of traders, and what separates the people who make it and the people who don't make it is really just mindset. Because anyone can sit up and dredge up a trading strategy. It's not a trading strategy anymore. I've taught my strategy to dozens of people. It's on the internet, and what is on the internet, I got it from somewhere else, right? Someone taught me how to trade, and what I teach now to other people is not very different from what they taught me. So it's been out there. It's been out there for years, and somehow a lot of people still don't get it. Now, I think that's mostly because of how people get into trade. It's more like your identity and your habits. It's your mindset, right? I was thinking about it the other day. I have this one friend who, if you think about it, like people are stuck in kind of like a groundhog day type of thing. Like the same thing that happens to them keeps happening to them. They keep living in the same reality. They keep dating the same type of men or women. They keep, losing the same 5 pounds and getting it back again. It's not because they don't know how to lose weight, or they don't know what to look for in a woman or a man. They can just Google it. What do I do to lose 20 pounds in 20 days? It's actually possible. And that's the first thing. People don't believe that you can actually make money trading. A lot of people believe that trading is a scam. If you believe something is a scam, you have subconsciously told yourself not to even try. Even when you're trying, it's like you're trying something that you know is going to fail. Like, trading is a scam, but I'm going to become a trader. You're an idiot, right? Like, you've essentially crippled yourself before you even started. Like, you go online and all you see are people who are trying to scam you, and prop firms are just trying to take your money. But somehow there are people who are making money from trading. But your reticular activation system, the way your tunnel vision doesn't see those people. But it's because you have exposed yourself too much to negative impulses from the trading community. There's a lot of crap in the trading community, and sometimes even I get offended, not offended, but affected a little bit. It's like when someone says trading is a scam, it rubs me the wrong way, because I know, first of all, that's bullshit. And secondly, someone out there is going to watch or listen to this thing and believe that they can't make it. Oh, well, trading is a scam. Well, it's okay. And the thing about your identity is that as much as you want something, it doesn't matter what you want. It matters what you actually can get yourself to achieve. Like, if you want to lose weight, if you want to have a six pack, it doesn't matter that you might really want a six pack. But if you can't eat healthy, if you can't go to the gym and drink water and have sleep and do all these things that would then be a byproduct, or that a six pack would be a byproduct of, you're wasting your time, right? So if you're someone who is coming into the trading world thinking, I'm going to make six figures, which is possible, I'm going to become a millionaire, which is possible. You can make as much money as you, I mean, the Forex industry is a $5 trillion a day, right? But most people don't make any money. It's not a scam. Okay, just like losing weight is not a scam. The fitness industry is not a scam, but everyone is fucking fat and overweight. No offense, but that's just real. I'm not saying you're a bad person if you are. I'm saying everybody wants to be in shape, but most people aren't. How's that work, right? So the thing I think people are doing is that they have it the other way around. This is the reason why you need to come in with the right mindset. So how do we fix this? Or before we fix it, I'm going to give you more examples. So you have people who make money easily. Like, I have mentors that make $100,000 a day. Like, it's incredible when you, first of all, you have to put yourself into those situations where you see those things happening, because it changes your paradigm and your worldview. If you see that someone is doing this, it makes it more possible for you to do that thing. But if you come into trading and you're hanging out in these Facebook groups with people who are messaging you, trying to sell you some crap using someone else's profile, I know, because that happens to me. Don't get me wrong, I sell stuff. I'm a mentor. People pay me a lot of money to teach them how to trade. But if you're just hanging around people who are just screenshotting fake testimonials and using ChatGPT to build a trading win portfolios or whatever, and then that all that is crap, you're just gonna have a bad taste in your mouth about trading, right? So you're already coming in with a negative connotation to trading, and then you get into one of these MLM groups, and then they're trying to sell you on some stuff about you selling other people, and they don't teach you how to trade. And anytime you trade with them, you failed. And anytime you get into a trade, this voice in your head starts telling you to do stupid things, and they don't give you a strategy that works. So even when you trade it, consistently and with discipline, you still don't make money anyways. You lose money. So it's almost like you're coming into the market with like, 10 steps back. It's very difficult to undo bad habits. And habits are not just smoking or eating bad food. Habits can be mental. It can be the trauma of the things that has happened to you. So every time, how do habits work? There's a cue, there's a response, and then there's a reward. So every time you see like a cookie, the cookie is the cue, and then the response is you eating the cookie, and then the reward is you feeling good having eaten the cookie, right? I said cookie too many times. But the same goes for trading. If you come into the trading world and then your habit is every time I take a trade, I lose. Like the cue is take a trade, and then the response is you lose the trade, and then what you get from that trade, cue, response, reward. Your reward, in this case, what happens is that you feel terrible for losing the trade. That's just going to snowball into every time you take a trade. It's almost like you're reinforcing this bad habit. So what you're going to try to start doing is that you're going to start doing things to push away that feeling. That's why people start to move stop losses, or they move their targets, or they try to stave the pain away by saying, oh, do you know what? I'm going to back test some more, or I'm going to find a new mentor, or I'm going to buy a new course, or I'm going to do anything but taking a trade, So that's why you have to fix this from the jump. It's easiest to build a good habit. It's easier to build a good habit than to get rid of a bad one. So it's not all doom and gloom if you've been trading for 10 years and you haven't made any money. I'm sure you've built up some terrible habits, but that's okay. It's changeable. I do it all the time. I've seen people who have gone from losing 6 figures to making money. I have some traders in my coaching program who've essentially turned themselves around. People believe their habits and themselves are stuck. No, you can change yourself. And I'm going to show you exactly how to do it. But first of all, if you haven't started trading, if you're watching this video and you somehow are lucky enough to stumble upon my video and you haven't actually taken a single trade, so you haven't built a single habit or have any negative connotation to trading, then this video is for you. And if you're someone who, you found a mentor and then you taught yourself to learn, and then you got off on the right foot, and then you're making money, then by all means ignore me. But if you're that person who's just getting started, you haven't found a mentor, then this is for you. First thing you do is don't trade, okay? Go out there, learn as much as you can by yourself, understand how the market works. Stop trying to dip your fingers or toes or whatever you want to dip, because that's how those habits start to formulate. It's like the first time you smoke a cigarette, you're not a smoker, but the 10th time you start to like it, even though the first time it was terrible. So people get used to bad things and good things. That's why people can get used to eating junk food, and other people are addicted to running. People can run even when their knees hurt. Doctor is like, yo, you don't have any more cartilages in your knee. And they're like, well, I love running, because they get a high, they get dopamine from it, right? You can actually get dopamine from negativity, from gossiping, from fighting with trolls online or losing trades. Yeah, you can do bad things that you don't even like anymore. I had a friend who was addicted to, I hate that word addicted, but he's addicted to like smoking some bad things. And the first time he tried it was nice. But then 2 years later, he doesn't even get that initial reward that he got from it. You smoke the cigarette and you feel the nicotine, it makes you feel good. You drink the alcohol and you feel the alcohol and it makes you feel good. You smoke whatever he was smoking, I'm not going to say what it is, but it's something bad. But then after a few years, it doesn't feel that good anymore. He built up a tolerance, but he just kept doing it. It actually made him feel terrible, made him feel anxious, made him feel bad, made him throw up, but he just couldn't help himself. It's the same with trading. If people get used to losing, they don't know how to win anymore, right? So the first thing you do is to find someone who actually knows what they're doing, learn by yourself, understand the basics, and then find someone who has good habits and then learn from them. Don't just go into the market and just start listening to whoever, because most people don't know what they're talking about. Make sure the person you're listening to actually has a track record. They've taught people, they do what they say that they do what they're going to teach you. And they haven't just, some people sound good, but in reality, they're not. I know I've been doing this for a decade and a half. Most people don't know what they're talking about, right? And it's very hard to spot if you haven't if you don't trade yet. So it's kind of it's kind of a catch-22, right? You have to start trading to spot the bullshit. But if you start trading, you're going to become bullshit yourself, more likely than not, right? So find someone who has a good track record, speak to them, understand what they're doing, speak to their clients, and then learn from them, literally step by step. That's how habits form. Okay, trading is very, 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 very straightforward and simple, but a lot of people don't make it because they start off with bad habits. Now, if you're someone who has already formed bad habits, again, it's not all doom and gloom. You can still change it. You still have a wealth of knowledge. It's just buried underneath a lot of crap and bullshit, right? Now, all you have to do for you, who has already built up all these bad habits, is to first of all, stop, close that account, that $100, $200, $1,000 account that you're about to give away again for the millionth time. Close that account and go do the same thing. Find a mentor, right? It will be a little bit more difficult for you to undo those bad habits, but the advantage is that you have a wealth of knowledge now. You understand a lot of things that a beginner is not going to understand, so you can actually assimilate better into it. I would even say it's probably better for you if you've had some bad habits and then you meet someone with good habits, because you can easily assimilate into it. Like, again, installing new habits is easier than getting rid of bad ones, right? So you don't try to undo the bad habits, just install new ones. Just find someone who knows what they're doing and just trade alongside them. Surround yourself, have a community. It's no longer about trading by yourself. Trading is a solo game, don't get me wrong. You know, that's the whole reason why I started trading, so I don't have to do things that I don't want to do with people I don't want to do them with. Okay, but surround yourself. If you want to lose weight, surround yourself with people who are in shape, right? If you want to make money, surround yourself with people who are making a lot of money. Don't surround yourself with people who are trying to lose weight or trying to make money, because you guys are just gonna circle jerk, right? Surround yourself, try to find people who are ahead of you. They don't have to be making millions. If you can find someone who's making $100 a week or $1,000 a week or 10 grand a month, you know, that's enough to get you to the first level. But if you just join a bunch of Facebook groups with the blind leading the blind and a bunch of people with bad habits trying to teach other people good habits, makes zero sense, right? So now that's my 2 cents about people who, you know, again, been trading for a long time, and I've coached enough people to understand that it's not really about the information anymore. I mean, it's all out there. There's nothing I can teach you now that is not already being said, because what I'm teaching you was taught to me by someone else. So why can't you learn it? What's the difference? It's because people keep doing stupid shit, right? And then they get addicted to stupid shit. Okay, don't tell me that you don't like gossiping, even though it makes you feel terrible. Even though bad food makes you feel bad, you still eat it. Alcohol makes you feel bad, you still drink it, right? So bad trading makes you feel terrible, but you still do it. Even though you don't, you think you want to make money, but actually subconsciously you don't. So when you're ready, find a mentor and install good habits. That's all I have for you guys today, and I will speak to you guys later. Bye.